So this is a prediction of one of my clients' skinny fat to jacked transformations. And this is what actually happened in real life. It's pretty damn close, right? Because I've created a custom physique roadmap builder taking you from skinny fat to lean and jacked, and I wanted to see how close it got. So in this video, I'm gonna run it now, live with a few more of my existing clients as a little bit of a fun test. So we are gonna see whether you can actually predict a skinny fat transformation before it even starts. So let's crack on. Right, so we're gonna start off with my client Craig, okay? I'll put a picture here. This was his first before progress picture when he first started with me. And here I'm gonna plug in his exact stats of when he started as well. So he was 185, 44, and his weight when he first started was 99 kilos. Okay, shred intensity. I wanna put sort of the kind of speed that he shredded up, which was, yeah, it was about 0.6 kilos a week. It wasn't relentless, it wasn't steady, it was quite focused. Now we got to plug in his progress pictures. So let me find when he first started. That was, yep, there we go. That was him. And then back one. There we go. Bosh. Okay, so we're going to compare what it generates, his full roadmap, with what actually happened. So let's take a look. So it reads your body image, it analyzes like your body fat percentage, etc., and sees how much we need to shred up in that first shred phase in order to get fully lean. So here it says, right, start, end of shred, 79.8 kilos. Now we got Craig at the end of his shred down to about, I'll put it on the screen here, I think it was about 81 kilos. So overall, not too far off, to be honest. And then at the end of his build, 87. Yeah, that overall, let's look at the timeline. How long did it take? So this is a February 2028. Yeah, it's about an 18-month timeline, and that is pretty much what it took Craig as well. So these two pictures here, this is how it predicts that Craig would look at the end of the 4-phase system that we go through. So you shred down, and then you build up, and then you finally reveal. All right, so this is after like a full 9-10 month building phase, and then you shred up and reveal. All right, so let's have another little look. How many sprints did it predict? 4 sprints. Okay, so 4. Now I'm going to show you what Craig looked like at the end of his shred and how lean he got. So I would say he didn't quite get as lean as our tool is recommending him to get before he started a build. So this says he takes 4 sprints, and it took Craig 3. So that kind of makes sense, really. We kind of started the build like a little bit earlier, not quite as lean and as diced and peeled as this generator takes it down to. So that does kind of make sense, to be fair. Overall timeline, full build phase. Yeah, I mean, in terms of how much weight he gained during the build, that's pretty damn accurate as well. He did end up building up to, I believe it was about 88 kilos, and considering he was like 1 to 2 kilos above the end of this predicted shred weight, pretty good overall, not too bad. So it just gives you the full timeline. It's pretty damn accurate. So the idea is for me to show you how close and accurate this is at predicting a 12 to 18 month timeline to get you from that sort of skinny fat stage into something a lot more lean and jacked. All right, it is a tool to give you a much clearer idea. So moving on to the next guy. So my next client is Ben. All right, before picture somewhere around here. So when he started with me, he was 32, a bit of a shorter guy, a bit of a smaller guy, 170 centimeters, 64. hopefully that's going to be all right with that crop. So it's cropped off top of his head. We'll find out. We'll find out, I guess. Right, let's see what it predicts. Ben's shred was 2 sprints. I think his first one was 10 weeks and his second one was like 6 to 8 weeks. He got down to, I believe, was about 56 kilos. His build was only 6 months. Bill was only 6 months before he wanted to like shred up and reveal for a holiday. So I'm gonna put his actual picture here, like his before and his technically his after picture when he was like shredded up for his holiday. That was based on a 6 month. Okay, so shred here down to 57 kilos. So again, pretty damn accurate, off only out by like 1 kilo. Build back up to 62. Yeah, that makes sense. Like for his holiday, he was hovering just sub 60 kilos. All right, so let's have a look at how he looks here. You know what? I mean, if you compare that to his holiday pictures, maybe I'll stick them right next to each other. Mate, that's not far off, you know. It's not far off. I will say, like, sometimes the abdominal sort of generator can be a little bit off because obviously this is based on quite a generalization of your ab structure, and lots of different guys have different ab structures, different level of abdominals that when you shred down to it, like everybody looks like a little bit different. Like some guys have like stronger, blockier abs, some guys it's a little bit less developed. So that's where it can vary a little bit, but we're looking at like overall sort of muscularity, muscle gains, etc. What you would look like in sort of 12 to 18 months time. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. How many sprints? 2 sprints. Yeah, that makes sense. It's 2 sprints. 2 8-week sprints. Yeah, nice one. Like took Ben a tiny bit longer than that, I believe. It took no, it was 2. It says 2 8-week sprints here. His first one was 10 weeks, second one was 6. So that makes sense. Build. So the only difference was instead of a 9-month build, which gets him up to 62, 63 kilos here, we only did 6 months. We only had time for 6 months. But yeah, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Let's do another one. Right, I'd say we're 2 for 2 so far with my roadmap generator. It's pretty damn accurate. I wanted to test this like live. I mean, you know, if it went wrong, I might not put this video up on YouTube. So far it's gone well. So that's good. Right, okay, so moving on to my next client, Ed. All right, so here's a picture. Here's what he looked like at the beginning. Okay, I need to plug his stats in here. So he 43, 173. Starting weight, what was his starting weight? 87. 87 starting weight. All right, here we go. So I can tell you now, Ed did 2 sprints, okay? But 2 slightly longer sprints of 12 weeks first sprint, 10 weeks second. So if it ends up saying 3 8-week sprints, kind of makes sense, to be honest with you. Each sprint is like 8 weeks on this tool. And then we did a 9-month build. So he got down to around 74, 75 kilos, so sub 75 kilos. Okay, so here it says, whoa, 67 kilos. Okay, so this first one, slightly overestimated the amount of shred. It says it's 27% body fat. Maybe the body hair was, so I love that picture. Maybe that body hair was like making it a little less accurate. Like I would say we shredded Ed down to like 74 kilos, and a little bit like Craig, we probably could have taken it a little bit further before we did the build. because yeah, the build was a little bit of a struggle. Like, it's something that I've talked about in other videos, was like making sure that you complete your shred properly. And Ed was one of the guys who made a little bit of an error with and didn't quite finish the shred properly. So could argue, like, really I'd say that he is like proper lean down in the low 70s, like 71. Here it says 60, around 68 kilos. So it's slightly overestimated, like how shredded up he needs to get to be peeled as fuck, basically. So slight overestimation. Let's have a look. How many shreds, how many sprints? Yeah, it says 4 sprints, which makes sense because like we did 2 long ones, which would have been 3. Yeah, and this is estimating he needs to get down a little bit lower than he actually got down to. So let's have a look at these pictures. Pretty, not bad overall. I'm gonna stick how he actually looked up here at the end of his roadmap journey. And you can sort of see that that is not actually too far off, to be honest with you. I would have liked to see a bit more of a front-on image generation, but overall, not too bad. Okay, so this one, I would give this guesstimation maybe like a, the other ones are like 8, 9 out of 10, pretty spot on. I would give this one like a 6 out of 10. Like, this one was just a little bit off. Okay, so 2 good ones. This one, 50-50. Still gives you an idea. Still gives you an idea of how lean you need to get, what kind of body weight you may need to anticipate getting down to. It's not crazy far off. But hey, I wanted to share, like, it's not going to be 100% bang on accurate, but overall it gives you a good idea. Right, let's do one more. Okay, last one, representing the South Asian community of my clientele, is my good man Avanash here. All right. This will be interesting. This will be an interesting one because this was a bit of a longer overall shred than the other guys. It took like a good 5 sprints to get him down. Right, here we go. So 67 kilos end of his shred apparently, and we got him down to, I believe it was mid 65, 66. So not bad there, to be fair. Build back up to 73. Yeah, that checks out, to be fair. I think we just slightly went a little bit too quick with the weight gain, especially at the beginning. Like with him, he kind of rebounded a little bit. He wasn't quite as vigilant during the reverse dieting period in his build, and he put on an extra sort of 2.5 kilos that he should have, but we still committed to a full build, so he got back up to like 75. Yeah, and then got back down to 67, 68 kilos. So pretty damn fucking good overall. Let's have a look at this picture. Let's compare this picture with how he looked at the end of his build. Obviously he got a slightly different haircut. Doesn't look quite as fucking beefy as that, but overall, like, leanness is there. It's not too crazy, not too out there. I mean, at the end of the day, the AI image generation is just for a little bit of motivational fun. It's not supposed to be like crazy, incredible accurate. We don't have enough sort of stats to be able to determine that. I would say this image is maybe how he would look at the end of his second build season, maybe not his first. This is maybe a tiny bit exaggerated, but you know, the metrics, how many sprints? 5 sprints. 5 sprints from June to April. Yeah, it took Avanash like, what's that, 10 months? It took Avanash like a little under a year as well with that. So that was that's the most important thing. The most important thing is this timeline here. Give you an idea of, if you break your overall shred down into individual 8-week sprints, which is a sprint method that I use with my coaching clients, what will that actually look like timeline wise, just so that you don't think that everything is going to be solved in fucking 6 weeks, you know? Build, 9-month build, that all makes sense. So yeah, I mean, the shred timeline is the most important thing, and that was pretty damn good. So overall we had, I'd say Craig, Avanash, Ben, those three, pretty damn accurate in terms of like timeline, shred, etc. Ed's one was a little bit off, a little bit wayward, like, but not in too much of a crazy amount that it's gonna give you way too much of a distorted or unrealistic expectation of how long or how short your shred should be. So I think that's a pretty successful live proof that my Physique roadmap builder works pretty well. It gives you a great starter timeline roadmap. It gives you a much clearer idea of what this shit looks like, what your journey is going to require, time, like how long it's going to take you to shred down to a body fat percentage which is going to enable you to commit to a full build season. What that looks like is like an end sort of weight goal, a rough guesstimation, a semi-realistic visual representation of what you will look like after that full build season, gaining about 1% of your body weight per month for about 9 months, anywhere between 9 to 12 months, and then shredding up with one more reveal, how that looks like for you. And then also, I don't know if you noticed, but I will attach a little screen recording so you can see, but it also gives you your shred metrics as well. It gives you your shred metrics in terms of the amount of calories you should be aiming for versus your step count and things to go through each individual shred sprint to shred up the kind of speed that you're looking to shred up at. If it's steady, focused, relentless, you've got access to the 1, 2, 3 meal planner as well. And you can build your own custom workout program out using my 2-set shred workout program builder. That's all included in this Physique roadmap tool. All the tools you need to get started on. So yeah, if I were you, I would go down in the description below and get your hands on that. If you're a skinny fat bloke who's looking to get lean and jacked over the next 12 to 18 months, you can see the exact sort of system that I take my own clients through the 4 phases, what that will look like for you, and the best sort of free program to kickstart you on that journey. So, hope you found this video a bit more, quite fun, quite interesting, a bit of a laugh. Get your hands on the free Physique roadmap below. If you want a much more in-depth deep dive of the exact 4-phase system that I take my clients through, like everything that's involved in that whole process, I'll leave a video right up here that you can click on and you can check that out next. It takes you through exactly how I coach my clients and make them look unrecognizable in a 12 to 18 month process, as you can see. All right, take care, speak to you soon.